Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome back to Coffee Talks. We've kind of got some big important news here to cover, including right off the bat, Bayonetta's original voice actor, Helena Taylor, will not be voicing Bayonetta in the third installment of the game here. Platinum Games, she has stated, has offered her a maximum payment of $4,000 to do the entirety of the last game, which in her words is extremely insulting to her. Which I have to admit, it really does show kind of a little bit of the ugliness of working in the industry like this. A lot of people do get criminally underpaid, and it is just a bit shocking that Platinum Games would treat their star, I'd say, of the series so low, especially when Bayonetta has kind of ingrained itself on becoming such a well-known, I'd say, series of its genre. She's even stated that the game itself has approximately made $450 million, not including merchandise. And of course, that money's got to go a lot of different places. But if that is definitely true, then she definitely should have a little bit more of a better wage that should be laid in front of her. She is asking people to boycott the game on Twitter. She has posted about 4 videos that have really popped off, and she goes into great detail. I'll have it linked here so you guys can check it out yourself if you haven't watched the videos yet. But like I said, it just really kind of shows some ugliness of the games or the game studios and things and how things are ran. People just being underpaid for their talents. It is a shame. I wasn't in a situation where I was going to buy the game here anyways. And of course, it'll be up to you guys if you want to follow her words or not. Definitely make up your own decision. But it's just it's too bad to see this kind of stuff. And unfortunately, it happens all the time. But it's good to see that she is speaking out and apparently kind of breaking contract because of it. She stated herself right here that says, "I am not afraid of the non-disclosure arguments. I can't even afford to run a car. What are they going to do? Take my clothes away? Good luck." And again, once I said, or like I said, it just kind of shows some roughness that she wouldn't even be able to support living off of that wage. And it's just too bad. But to not dawn on that too much, let's break into some crazy news. Nintendo tweeted that they have a collaboration here. But I was quite shocked. I looked into this watch here, and granted, it looks pretty darn fancy, but what was it starting at, like, I mean, for the grand watch here, this one right here that we'll be panning through, it is going to be $25,000 plus. And so, you know, like I said, I'm not a watch guy, but it's quite shocking. But heck, if you can afford this, then who says we're going into a recession? Go crazy. Enjoy your big fancy watch that's Mario themed for that expensive price tag. I don't know how many people are going to be looking at picking that up, but hey, if you're in the market, then here's your watch. Go at it. Another news that I thought was interesting was Sony announces the God of War Ragnarok PS5 bundle, and it just kind of shows me that it just seems like they are not interested in doing any kind of custom consoles here at this point. I mean, I suppose it's still selling out everywhere. You're not even going to probably see this on the shelf because PS5 still cannot stay in stock. But here's a PS5 God of War Ragnarok bundle. I just really wish that they would swap out the faceplates on the PlayStations, bring a theme in. We haven't seen any custom themed PlayStations yet in the market. Like I said, I'm sure that Sony is just like, well, we are going to sell them anyways, so we don't have to try. We don't have to make this limited edition bundle here yet. We'll just throw in the game and it's good. We'll maybe worry about custom consoles when PlayStations are actually sitting on the shelf somewhere. But I hope that they do get to some custom consoles here soon. It's great to see them. But for now, they're just bundling in a game and keeping it with the standard white PlayStation 5. Hopefully they will get to that soon. Couple games that I wanted to highlight that are coming out soon and in this next week. Mario Rabbids Spark of Hope. I did really like the first game. I don't have this one pre-ordered or anything yet. I'll probably wait a little bit while to pick this game up, but this game is coming out soon. Let's see, October 20th. And definitely, I think there's a lot of people waiting for this game and excited to pick it up. And I'm happy that this game did get, the Mario Rabbids series did get another wave here, or another game. It's great to see. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection is coming to PC. That's another also great thing to see, that it is moving to PC here as well. It's great seeing those PlayStation games popping up for more players to play that just haven't picked up a console, but it's everyone's chance now to get this game now on PC as well, which is fantastic. And also, Persona 5 Royale is coming on a widespread now of consoles, not just the PlayStation 4, which is also great to see. I'm glad to seeing it branching out to the Xbox Series here as well, including Nintendo Switch, PC, and everywhere. It's just good. These games are fun to play, and so the more people that can have access to them are great. There's honestly a lot of games coming out here, but these are at least the highlights here for right now. And to touch on our community polls here real quick, I actually themed these polls to talk about something completely different, but with that big Bayonetta bomb, I decided to talk about the news here instead. But we'll probably maybe do a secondary video here anyways here coming up soon. But to do the polls here, do you think Metroid Prime 4 will be released on the Nintendo Switch? This is kind of what I've been thinking, especially since this was kind of one of their big teasers. Majority of people say no, it will release on Nintendo's next console. This is where I kind of think that it is. We're in the yes, no, not quite this one. Yes, I still have faith. That's 25%, but I do think it's this one that will happen. Yes, but also it'll be a launch title for Nintendo's next console. Kind of like the Breath of the Wild situation that we saw here. I do think that they are still working on it, even though it's been years now at this point. And I do think they're going to try to get it out since they promised it for Nintendo Switch fans. But it's also probably going to be one of those simultaneous releases and go on both consoles. And 9% think that no, the game is going to be canceled, which honestly, if we're waiting this long, that's just what it definitely feels like. Also asked, do you think that Nintendo's next console will finally support 4K? It looks like a lot of people are thinking yes, it will finally support it. Still, though, 46% of people thinking no. Honestly, it's up in the air, honestly, I think, for this point. Assuming that Nintendo's going to do another hybrid system, I think that they'll maybe be able to have it support, 4K output, even though the games aren't going to be running it very well. But I just feel like they'll probably have that option in there. It's just not going to be like the 4K that we see on the PlayStation 5 and things like that. But that's kind of what's going on here in the news and on the YouTubes. Quick little update for anyone that cares. New things that come are popping in the game collection here on the shelf behind me. I ordered these games like over a year ago, and they're finally came from Limited Run Games here. This one was no problem. It was Little Witch Academia VR broom racing. I just wanted to grab that because it just sounded like an interesting game. I don't know if I'll ever even play it, but I just wanted it on my shelf. But this is what held everything up. Shantae, A Pirate's Curse. I missed this release on the Switch, same with a lot of other people, which is why it's so expensive, but I finally picked it up here on the PS5. And so I finally can play that game, have it in the collection here. But this game is for some reason what held these two games to be released and shipped over to me. Either way, thanks for joining, everybody, especially if you made it into the end. And hey, we'll see you next week for more updates, and have a good one. Peace.